Live?
Yeah,
Like
live.
super live.
Hey. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I guess, lead out. Welcome to the Airsoftology Monday Q&A show, the show that answers questions, helps you out in a pinch, and is also the very first live episode after, what are we on, 200 and what? I'm
Well,
like almost 200 now, 198? Episode 198. We've done too many of these. So, and this is second time, Greg. Second time you've been on?
second time.
Just
Yeah.
second time. Last year, about a
Yeah.
year-ish ago, maybe a little more,
Yeah, maybe like
you were on.
2 years ago, I think.
So, yeah, by the way, what time is it? Yeah, see, Dakota's asking. It is 6:40 is what it is right now. 6:40, man. Welcome. Welcome to live feed, guys. I'm actually super excited this is actually working.
Oh, we're
So,
streaming it.
yeah, we're streaming it at, oh, well, talk about a plug. Good grief, because it's inverted.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
we're at AX, and actually, if you guys are following, we're on the PTS feed. I've got
And
my
also
camera
AX
here.
down
I've got a
there.
camera up here. I'm going to wave to this one, and we got a camera down here.
Yeah.
We got streams everywhere. So we got AX's Instagram, YouTube Live, and what are you up here?
We're on PTS's Facebook up here.
PTS
Hey,
Facebook.
live.
Sorry if I'm looking a little rough. I just got off a plane. I just landed literally like an hour and a half ago from visiting my family, and here and crashing with Greg, and like, hey, let's just do it live. So anyway, welcome to the show. We're gonna follow the same format, but just without those fancy transitions I put in later.
Other camera.
If you're watching live, I won't have the timestamps down below that you guys are asking for usually, but I will put those in after. I'll come back and do the timestamps so you guys can skip ahead on questions, video of the week, and all that good stuff. For the video of the week, I won't be able to show it. I don't know how to show it, but we're just gonna talk about it because I'm just
Yeah.
gonna plug this fool here anyway. So anyway, welcome to the show. If you guys are your first time here, especially in the live one, what we do is we answer questions. I'm gonna grab some from my last week because that's what I've got to do. Actually, 2 weeks ago because I did miss last week because of Airsoft.con. But I'm gonna grab some from the comment feed that keeps popping up here on the screen. So I'm gonna try to dig in there. Although it's hiding behind a bracket, I'm gonna try to scroll and see. Yeah, I wish I'm gonna take a photo and
So
show
you
you guys
see,
the rig
yeah.
of this when we're done, and you're gonna be like, "Really, Jonathan? That's how you?" Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So we say hi to everybody,
Yeah.
all of them here.
Yeah, if you come by the AX store today, you'll probably see us. We're in AX Torrance in Los Angeles.
Yep. So cool. So actually, it's like, what kind of airsoft gun is that? People are asking
Oh,
right now.
yes.
Not sure if you remember me. I was the general you betrayed Operation. Hang on. Friendly Fire. Yes, I do remember you. I do remember that. Oh my gosh. So anyway, guys, welcome to the show. We're gonna talk about some PTS stuff here too. But let me get some questions in. We're gonna kind of mix it. It's gonna be kind of like we're gonna break format. We're gonna have fun with this one. So okay. So if you guys don't know, like I said, questions in the comment and live. Don't forget to put them. I guess the live comments go down below, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. It's my first time live. I'm such a noob. Also, if you guys want to support the show, don't forget I've got a web store out there with all the cool patches. I got the Tacticorgi, the Tactidoge, and a bunch of other stuff in there. Check it out. It's at airsoftology.com/store. Link is actually already down in the description box. If you want to click it, go pick up some cool goodness. Free shipping worldwide on all the patches. Anywhere you live in the world, you can pick them up. Okay, so let's get this thing kicked off with the. We're gonna do the Tipman mail call and then some Tipman live mail call on this one. Look, customer just left. Happy customer right there, just leaving the store. So you know it's still daytime here. Okay, first off, let's look. We're gonna start with the question, and you and I both answering. All right, Jonathan Ellis, because I like the name Jonathan here, is asking, hey Jonathan, I've been playing airsoft for almost 2 years now. I want to get into sniping. I'm contemplating buying the
Boy.
cheap ASG M40 Sport line, or should I go and spring for the more expensive Aries Striker Mark II? I know you typically recommend a DMR, but I can't find any platforms I'm really crazy about.
So we're talking bolt guns then.
Bolt guns. We're talking about the very bargain basement cheap, like $100 ASG M40, not the VFC made one, but the all China made one.
And then the other one is the.
I'm trying to see if you have one on the wall.
Striker's the new.
The Striker's the new Aries one. So let me tell you, I've got the. You guys have watched. You know, I got the Striker in the background. I'm gonna say, if you're brand new to it, you can go super budget with the M40, but the upgradability is non-existent.
Like you're basically hitting the wall right away.
Yeah, I mean, actually, it shoots pretty good for $100. Really does. 'Cause I did a review on it. I've got a review on it on the channel, by the way. And for $100, it's actually, for the price point, good. But if you want to grow into it, it's just not going to happen. I've got the Aries. I've been doing an extensive review. I played CQB with it. They have the short barrel.
Oh yeah.
I put the short barrel on it. I played. I actually got about 2 or 3 kills with it too at a CQB field in Taiwan.
Oh, wow.
At Action Bunker. No lie, I actually did. In my video review, I'm gonna actually put my kills in there to show you that you can get kills with it.
Man, I need to go play in Taiwan.
In
too.
CQB. I'm gonna have to, out of these two, say go with the Striker. It's under $200 drop price. So that's
And it
budget.
sounds like you have a lot more modularity with it too.
Oh, it's
so,
insane.
Like,
Have you seen this thing?
No,
Like all the
I've
parts?
seen it. There's a lot of accessories for that.
It's nuts. And you got the gas cylinders. You guys can do like CO2. So you can do the 12 grams in there. And that's beautiful. And it's power level adjustability. You can change the springs out. It takes a regular AEG spring.
Oh, so that's
So
easy.
yeah,
So,
and I swapped the barrel on. They get different barrels. I think it's an AEG barrel. So I mean, you've got a lot of stuff on it. So I shortened mine. I went the shorter outer barrel on it. I'm gonna say if you got the money, go for it. I know it's double, but it's still pretty affordable at $200. And then you've got an upgrade path, man. You really do.
of course,
Um,
there's a what's the best airsoft gun
what is
question.
best airsoft gun from Kyle? And
Depends what you're doing.
Yeah. So for what?
Yeah.
So that's my advice there for Jonathan on that one. Let's see if we can get something from the stream here. Let's see if we got comments. How do I?
Let's see.
I'm such a noob. Oh my God, is that that
YouTube-
button there? Hit it.
It's
See what
one?
happens.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Super
Is
chat.
Tupac still alive?
I don't.
Yes, I think he is, man.
Oh my
He
God.
actually is a casino host in Vegas somewhere. Let's see. I'm trying to hide. Do you think that some people in Milsim over or underdo their loadout? Okay, about loadouts in Milsim. This is a perfect one for
Okay.
you.
Yeah, 'cause
So
I'm
what we're looking at
Milsim
here.
guy.
This is Bob. Hold on. Bob Maymax.
Okay.
Bob Maymax is on this one. Sorry, I'm covering up all the screen, trying to read at the same time. So he says, do you think people are over or underdo their loadouts at Milsim events? And Greg, if you guys don't know, is like Mr. Hardcore Milsimmer here.
It's changed. I would say that before people used to overdo it more, but because Milsim has become more mainstream or more, I mean, people have always been doing Milsim, but it's just more widely covered.
Mhm.
But there's so much more information now about what gear is good, what gear is what you want, and slimming down. Like you look at it, overall, especially on the higher end, gear has gotten slimmer, more low profile. You're finding that people's loadouts are more efficient than they've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that people aren't really overgearing as much because there's also the impression half of it, right? 'Cause
Right.
the impression half of it, it means you're going to be getting a lot of stuff that you probably won't be using because on the impression side,
Because
the
you're
guys-
trying to
the guys
match.
are doing everything, like whether different kinds of breaching charges and all this other stuff.
So you're trying to match what the real guys doing on the
Yes.
impression
and then
side.
there's the less impressionist but more so functionality based Milsim guys. So I would say
That's me.
Yeah,
So.
I would say overall you're still got a good mix in there, but
Mhm.
yeah, most players aren't overdoing it. You got a couple guys that are overdoing it, but because there's so much more knowledge about what people need and people have been playing for so long that they've kind of slimmed down a lot, I think it's not as bad or not as overdone as it used to be.
Right, because I know you got some really good old
I got a lot of good
Gothic
ones.
Serpent loadouts.
I got
You guys,
everything.
seriously, I'll have a link down there to Greg. Check out some of his stuff, man. He's got some cool stuff. I saw a supporter come by here. All right, what
Oh,
is
hey.
this?
Is
This
this
the
like the super
Assassins. Yeah, it's Super Chat, man.
Super chat.
Super Chat.
Win.
He goes, "Hey, I just made a purchase on the GMP DMR. I'm trying to read. Seriously, I wish I could show you guys. It's behind like this metal bar. It's terrible, and I want to upgrade it to better. Is it better to have it upgrade myself or professionally? All right.
Like the airsoft guns?
Yeah. So he just bought a GMP DMR, and he wants to know if it's better to have it professionally done or do it
Well, if
himself.
you don't know how to tech, you should definitely have someone
Yeah.
professionally work on it.
I'm gonna say right now, it is worth to me going to a good shop.
Yes.
And I've been to so many places around the country, and there are good techs everywhere. But when you want to do a really good upgrade, if you want to do it, it is worth looking at the short list of a few. And you're gonna go, Jonathan. You're sitting in the room. Why are you saying this? These guys really, I'm not lying, do a fantastic job. I'm also going to give you some recommendations that aren't AEX as well. AEX has been doing it for
Since the beginning.
since
basically.
the decades,
I mean,
plural.
and especially like one of their techs up at their headquarters store. I mean, the guy's probably tech like a
Yeah,
lot.
since the
He's
beginning of
tech-
time.
like,
Right.
since
Yeah,
the
he's
beginning
forgotten
of
more
time.
about airsoft than I even know, these guys. So I'm going to tell you right now, the short list, absolutely AEX is on the incredible short list. If you don't mind shipping your gun overseas, Power Sports in Hawaii, Ernie out there and his crew do
Yeah, Ernie does a lot of custom guns
Oh,
too. Yeah.
he's one of the OG custom guys too. So the list I'm giving you are guys who've been around for like 15 plus years or longer in this industry that really truly have that experience. So I say Airsoft Extreme, Power Sports. I do like Airsoft Barracks in Jacksonville, Florida as well. And I know it's hot. Everybody's doing the umbrella thing. If you want to go like super hyper crazy on the umbrella thing, it's cool too. Go that route. But for me, Those three, the first three, AX, E-Power, and Airsoft AX are my like three go-to guys. And I will tell you right now, none of them sponsor me. Even though I'm here, we're just hanging out. I mean, this is about PTS. This isn't about this company here. We're just in the hanging out. None of these guys are paying me. Heads up, this is just pure, honest opinion on who to do. It just happened to be dumb luck that we're sitting in one of the stores right now. So, but yeah, these guys are like old school. I mean, I remember this is how long ago. We're gonna go off on a tangent. That I remember when Airsoft Extreme used to charge double to work on a Marui Sig 552 because they knew how hard it was to take those stupid things apart. And this is probably 17 years ago. Because I was looking, I was like, I got a 552. I want to work on this. And it was before like you could get YouTube videos. And I thought, I was like, oh, they did it. And it was like,
actually knew how to take it apart.
why do they charge double for this one gun? I was like, that and one other gun. I remember explicitly, and this is long before the podcast, long before YouTube, when I was a noob airsofter. I'm like, why do they charge double? And then I took the gun apart and I realized why they charge double.
You're like,
for it.
oh boy.
This gun was so hard. If you guys own one, you know what I'm talking about. But really, that's how far these guys go back. So it's pretty cool stuff. Just, do that. I think if you want something that's going to perform well, go professional. If you've got some technique experience, dive in, man. Go for it.
Start with a broken or cheap gun.
Don't start with your brand new DMR though, man. Don't go crazy with that. On a
get a broken
GMP,
gun and try to make it work again.
Yeah,
learn.
exactly. So that's what I would do personally. That's honestly my thought on it. And speaking of guns, we're gonna take a little pause from a couple questions. We're gonna get it back. Let's look at some cool guns. Greg's got a lot of stuff. He brought all the toys, and it's only worth doing a video when you got toys.
So that one right there is our newest ERG. It's the CM4. It's completely customized out. So what's cool is the gun comes with a lot of the base accessories. It comes with the enhanced polymer compact grip, stock, comes with the sights, and it comes with an ERG EPM. Additionally, what I've added to it is we've got a real demilled PEC, a real Surefire on the other side. I added one of our vertical foregrips and our Griffin muzzle devices, our suppressor there.
Yep.
And I added a variable optics scope there from by Vism, but that's a really sexy gun.
So he dressed it up and took it to the prom. So that's what he did.
Nice.
So if you guys don't know what the ERG is, so PTS is really known for the ERG, or the electric recoil gun. And what it means is it's a little different than your standard AEG. When you think recoil or blowback, most people are just like talking about just a little piece right here just kind of moves. And it just clink, 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 and that's it. And it's like, oh, that's really pretty, and it does nothing. So what the ERG is, and I'm sure Greg can dive deeper, has a weight system, a mass.
It's the kinetic feedback system. But yeah, so basically it's really crazy how it's all designed, and kind of makes you wonder how they did it. Basically, you have a weight system that gets kicked back every time. So you have that recoil and the energy transferred all the way back here into your shoulder.
So the gun literally kicks.
Yeah.
It does. It kicks way harder than 22. And it's fun to shoot. So if you want something a little more realistic, like GBBR, but you live somewhere like I do, well, Taiwan, where I used to live. Yeah. Taiwan, you can GBBR it. But like if you live in places that gets cold, this is a lot, a way better option.
It's consistent year round. So that's kind of like, I like my gas guns. PTS makes gas guns. For me personally, I love RG because it's going to shoot the same as one time of the year that it does pretty much the other time of the year for the most part.
Yeah.
And so you have that level of reliability. You know it's going to work. It's really, really robust and durable as well.
Yep. And you guys know PTS does a lot of licensing too. So Centurion's one of the licenses they carry.
That's one of our premier licenses.
Right, yeah. And of course Griffin on the end, and they got all kinds of stuff. And then their own stuff in-house. They do like the EPG, compact. This is the EPS, enhanced polymer stock, enhanced polymer grip. Don't use the word. Enhanced polymer backup sights, front and rear. They're all polymer made. Really good stuff. In fact, most of my guns are on it. I got a build gun coming video probably next week. It'll drop, and give you guys a tease on that. It's the Virgo. Finally happening. So you get to see that. And there's gonna be some PTS goodies on there. So hang on, I saw one roll by here, and we're gonna jump back to that gun. We're gonna tease the guns in between.
Let's see if there's any other.
What do we got here? We got Timothy Ensign right in. CA M110 versus I'm sorry, so bad. I gotta like wiggle around because it's bar. Or CA M14. Or more interesting question: what non-bullpup AEG would you like to see become a bullpup, aka SRU style? And he wants me to come to Ball Hack Rev. All right, Timothy Ensign. Let's see. I'm absolutely the 110. M110. What about you?
I do like the M110. I mean, I have an M110 at home too. That's a cool weapon system. Obviously, if you're already used to M4, it's a very comfortable system to kind of move into because it's basically you're right at home.
But I like the M14 EBRs. I don't know what it is. I've always had.
They look cool. I'm not a big fan of the weight balance.
Oh
They're
gosh,
super
so
front
heavy.
Like
For
they
the
look
real
so
world,
cool though.
for the real world, it's great to have something like that, like the weight to it, because
Mhm.
it the mass and makes the shot a little more controllable. But for airsoft, oh man, it's a hunk of steel. It's so heavy.
Well, I mean, just in general, lugging that thing around, like after like, because I've played with a couple M14 EBRs, and I was like, oh my god, that's the coolest thing. It's video games and everything, and I played with one. I was like, I kind of like the classic one now, because
Yeah.
like all you really need is the optic, and there's plenty of optic mounts for it. And it's
Well, you do the Gothic. It's part of your Gothic Serpent loadout,
well,
right?
I don't have one for my Gothic Serpent loadout yet, but I mean, eventually I'll probably get back into the M14 game, maybe.
Gothic
That's one of
Serpent's the
those.
Black Hawk Down, guys. If you don't know, that's the
That's
operation.
the real operation for
Was what it was
yeah.
called. The movie
For
was Black
Battle
Hawk
of the
Down.
Black Sea, Battle of Mogadishu, Operation Gothic Serpent.
Yeah. So that's where he has like a full impression kit on
Yeah.
that. I think that's pretty cool. And then like you said, what was the other thing he wrote? Let me go back, scroll back up. Oh, guess someone else came in.
All them super chats.
I know. What's up with the super chats? Crazy.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, what gun would we like
Sal
to?
from Third Coast says hello.
Hey, so what's up, man? Third Coast. Shout out to Third Coast up on the stream up above us.
Yeah.
We got cameras everywhere.
There's 3 streams going on right now.
So what we got? What non-bullpup AG would we like to become a bullpup, aka SRU style? What non-bullpup would we like to convert?
I know that they have a bunch of those kits. Scar is cool. I think.
Oh,
there's a kit
Scar
for
would be
that.
a cool
Scar would
one.
be cool for sure. Like
Scar.
I know, isn't there a bullpup M14 setup called like the Bulldog or something?
Yeah, the
There's-
Bulldog. Yep, the
because
Bulldog.
that's
That was in
Battlefield
Battlefield.
Forward. It's in
Who's the?
Battlefield-
Didn't Crytek announce like a bullpup M14 license at SHOT Show
No,
last
it
year?
wasn't Bullpup.
Wasn't
it,
Bullpup?
It looked like an M14 AR mix.
AR hybrid. Okay.
It's like a hybrid system.
Well, it's behind me. I don't know if you guys see the glass reflection. Behind me, I've got the gun wall here in the shop. You know what I want to see? I'm looking at some. I'm looking at it right now. You know what I would love to see? Scorpion Evo bullpup.
Oh.
Just because it would be the craziest, coolest
be an
sci-fi looking
interesting
gun you would ever
looking gun.
see. I think a Scorpion Evo. That's my call. Because I was just looking at this huge wall of guns. There's probably 100 up there on the wall. And I'm just going that the Evo keeps jumping. Evo's like right there. I'm like, yeah, that would be pretty cool. So that's what I would do for me.
Bullpup Masada.
Bullpup Masada?
That'd
That'd be
kinda
kind of
too.
cool too. So, all right, go show him a gun, and then we'll.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
grab another phone from the chat here.
Cool. Oh.
What's
yeah.
what's up with the blue?
Oh, this one is a GBLS gun that the GBLS guys gave us. This is their training model.
Oh, it's all
So
blued out for training.
It's got a dyed blue grip. It's got a blue magazine. It has a blue barrel and a blue muzzle device. They wanted everything super blue so that when they pick it up for law enforcement training, you know for sure.
I like
that
the
it's a
blue
gun.
bolt because that
Oh, yeah,
really
and the
just
blue
says
bolt,
just says, hey, this is definitely not real. And if you guys don't know, this is the GBLS DAS. It's a hybrid gas. It's kind of like you take a part of the bits from the gas blowback gun, you take parts from the AG, and you put them together, and you get this thing. I've got a review on I got first impressions kind of thing on it. And
What's funny is that without a battery in it, it basically turns into a Springer.
it's a Springer, yeah. Without a battery, you can cock it back, like actually the charging handle, and you actually cock it, and you can fire it once, and you can keep doing
If
it.
people want to see how it works, I can do a little bit of draft
Yeah.
fire.
So while you're doing that, in your dry fire, Edward Bedore is writing, what are the chances of Magpul going back to licensing airsoft products?
We'll see. You never know.
Oh,
But,
he gave me the wheel. Look, man, he gave a super chat. You're going to give him the we'll see,
okay,
we ever know?
So, like,
Don't give it away. Don't get in trouble with the boss. Well, you're
I mean,
working on the
well,
PDRD.
well, like,
You're working on the
there's
PDRD.
still a good relationship, but that's like, as terms of that one, you're really just gonna have to see. I
Magpul.
can't. Yeah.
Okay, so the PDRD is, you've talked about it, right? Maybe?
Yes, the PDRD.
Maybe? Maybe?
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
there you go.
yeah.
We got something there.
I mean, and we still are able to make the Masada as well. But yeah, we got a couple other ideas in the pipeline too.
So, I'm going to speak on him. So I'm not speaking on behalf of these guys, PTS, because they were the licensee or licensee? I don't know, whichever. Whatever. So the licensed people. But they had some challenges when these guys were distributing the real one, like the real officially licensed. Then like everybody and their brother was popping out molds of the knockoff ones, but using like packaging that looked just like theirs, so you didn't know if it was real or not. And it became a huge complex problem to manage the importation of the proper ones into the United States. So until there's a good way to manage the counterfeit, not officially licensed ones, I think it's probably going to be on pause for a while. That's really the limit. He may or may not be able to tell you this thing, but I'm going to speak to that.
Came into fold was when real steel stuff started getting in.
Exactly, like these.
Then you have life-saving equipment that's not.
These guys are like, well, I bought a Magpul stock, and it wasn't even the PTS official one, which actually says for airsoft use only. It was people buying China clones under the thought they were being sold as real Magpul. So, and they don't use the good polymer. I mean, at least your official licensed version had a much higher quality nylon fiber polymer than the other copies. So
DuPont Zytel.
So they were using DuPont branded Zytel, the good stuff, the really good stuff.
Feels and looks really good.
So the chance of them coming back, and it's also the same stuff they're putting in all their goodies here. So blockchain. Let's see what else. Let's go back here. So Greg's playing with it. Hey, this guy, Dice. Of course, David wants he wants the RG Masada. Come on.
So this is what the GB.
What's that peeking? Earphone users, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
RIP, RIP ears.
Back here, just so you can see. But...
Look at that wiggle on his arm. So it's a
cool
hybrid electric. It's got a motor, and then the bolt fully moves, and it loads, and then it fires. So it's kind of a hybrid. It's a really cool system. Super cool. Super expensive. Let's see what we got here.
It's about $1,500.
$1,500.
So that is definitely a training rifle, or some would say that it might be a PTW replacement.
Holy Phoenix 508, Desert Tech.
Holy Phoenix 508.
I know, Desert Tech MDR as an airsoft gun. Your thoughts?
Well, I think Red Wolf has that license. I think that's actually one of the guns I'm actually surprised they haven't made, because that's actually one of the guns that I was looking at. I was like, man, that'd be a cool, really cool gun.
Oh, somebody says a vector bullpup. I'd love to see that. Bob, what is it? Oh, Bob and Max again, coming in with Bob, the guy from the first question we answered, coming back with a vector bullpup. Here we go. Tyler Donovan. I'm so sorry. Like literally, I'm gonna take a photo. You guys know why I'm like doing this the whole time, because like the scroll chat is right on this support bar. Greg's got this like crazy rig for my phone.
Yeah, it's a contraption.
It's a total contraption. Why are there no Mad Bull Mark 18 and Block 2 rails for sale in the U.S.? I don't know. I haven't seen them come out. I know that they were doing for a little while. They did them as part
of... The Daniel
of...
Defense licenses moved around a little
Yeah, the Daniel Defense license bounced around a bit.
It's just going to be... Well, I know there's complete guns.
Complete guns. There were, for a while, it became complete gun projects. So I know that you could get like... VFC released like the Forging series. It was like a GBBR, but it was Asia market only.
Yeah.
It was a forge receiver because you can't get that in the States. There's Asia and I think maybe Europe. And they had the officially licensed DD Riz 2 Block 2 rail on it with the right coloring and everything on it. But that was the licensing. But I think VFC made that rail on that one. So, anyway, that's what it is. Speaking of rails, perfect segue here, right? This is one. And double whammy. Yeah. This is one I have been interested in. I want Cybergun. Bring back the freaking scars, man. If you're watching Cybergun, bring the scars back in the States. This rail is pretty cool. Tell me about it, because this is the first time I've actually seen it in person.
It's actually kind of cool, because I was the one that brought Kinetic to PTS for this project.
This is a scar, heavy.
Mm-hmm. And I also have a light there too. So this is a Kinetic Development Group MRAX rail. So it's an M-LOK rail system that replaces all your existing rail space.
So you pop that Picatinny rail off your scar.
You pop that off and you throw this on. It's very easy to install. And as you can see, it moves your controls and it moves your optics and lasers and your mounting points a little further out.
Because everything usually stops about right here. About right there's the end of it.
Something appear. There's a couple other systems in the past that did stuff similar, but this is a lot sleeker.
The ones were add-ons in the past, like they bolted onto your existing.
PWS and then
PWSs.
A couple other ones as well.
See, we're in the shop. The phone's ringing.
Yes, we're at Airsoft Extreme as well. But yeah, so this I really like this because it really changes the profile of the scar.
Yeah,
and that's one thing I think that extends a gun's lifespan is the accessorized ability.
So you got
And
some modular screw points here. It looks like. Is this M-lock up front and
yeah, it's
below?
M-lock up front because right here, this is all just direct bolt-on. So really, you're supposed to be mounting stuff up here, but you have grip. You have M-lock all along the bottom here to mount grips
Okay.
and stuff. So ideally, like controls up here is what you kind of really want.
What can go in these screw points on the side? Can you use like
Let's see.
the Centurion Arms panels or whatever?
Not into these. That's because that's not what these are for. Those are just the different holes that are built into the kinetic, and the rest of them are bolted directly to the gun.
Okay, so the things
But-
bolt to the kinetic
yeah.
are the accessories.
So on this
Okay,
scar,
I'm learning something new.
this scar kind of better shows off some of the accessories on the control. So this is a scar light,
Okay, so
and
we got the light. Heavy's down. Now I'm move to
Heavy's
the light.
down there.
Okay.
and so like as you can see, like with this setup,
You've got the
basically,
grip
I've got
on.
the light set up here. I've got the grip set up here, so it shows you where your hand's supposed to be, like right
So
there.
on this, you got your hand out here now. So I'm past for my rail. My rail would normally have stopped here, right at this sling attachment point. So now I can get my hand way out there on it.
And what's great is that rail
it's
will
kinda
go on
nice.
3 different types of scars. It'll go on WeTech, VFC, and Tokimarui.
Fits all three?
It's all 3.
There you go. Covers all of them. So if you got an
So-
older one,
Yeah, if you got a VFC one, if you got a Marui recoil shock, or if you got a WeTech one, that should fit. And there's different sets of screws that come with it that'll work for all 3 of them.
colors, does it go in black or just
Black
tan?
and tan.
Okay, both.
Obviously, tan I think is kind of going to be the preference.
Oh.
but we make black and tan for both. Too.
So and you get a little bit of Picatinny right here.
Yeah, yeah.
So this did that from the front sight post where this little was it
That's a D-ball.
D-ball, a little mini D-ball,
Yeah.
Apatal. That area is Picatinny, so that section right there. You can kind of see if you look in the video, the rails there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I might have backed this one up a little far, but
That's all right.
That kind of gives
Depending
you
on the
the
wind
idea that so that way you don't have something high up here. You can put it down there. And
Cool.
I got my weapon mount.
And
right
it sits
there.
lower, so you can still drop your front
Mhm.
sight down if you want,
Yeah.
which you can't really tell because he's got the D-balls on here. So that's pretty
So
cool.
That's
So those are
super
out. Are
awesome.
those out now?
Those are out right now.
They're out now.
I mean, dealers should have them, and obviously PTS has them too for dealers as well.
So if you got a scar or you're looking to scar, there you go.
Yeah,
Fits
if you're
everything.
looking to
We,
update
you know,
something,
all of
that's
them.
the way
So
to go.
well, cool. So that's good. I know this is coming.
Oh yeah, well that's coming super soon. We just got the first samples, which I've assembled this gun, and I mean, so
I've got one on my
Oh, yeah.
project. I
Yeah,
got that
yeah.
one right there on my Virgo brushless motor one, and you'll see that next week.
yes, but yeah, so this is the Zev wedge lock rail. So
So
We're-
Zev acquired
Zev acquired Mega Arms. So
because
so
the
basically-
wedge lock was Mega Arms before, so I was like, huh?
The
And he's
wedge
like,
lock
oh,
is more so it's the name for the rail and also the type of system.
the system. Yeah, I'll
It's
show. I
two-
can. I've got
it's
some
like-
photos to
it's
show you how it
it's
works.
like the plates in the earth where the
Yeah.
2 wedges close and it puts pressure up onto the barrel nut.
And they literally are like they're thin
Like
and
two
they
tectonic
and
plates
they
that
go
in-
together. As you
yeah.
you actually screw this little screw here and it tightens it up and it locks it in place. It's actually a really cool setup.
Yeah, and it's super sleek. Like
It was one of the I'll tell you what this is the easiest rail I've ever installed in a gun.
really. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty simple too. What I like about it is just how slim it is. It's really elegantly designed. And what's cool is that all our rails are actually cheaper than they were before, and they have better coating on them.
Yeah, because that's a big deal for you guys. I mean, not to do like
Price
full
point
commercials.
drop,
Big price point drop. Some of your drills drop 50%
yeah. So it's I think let's see.
reduction. 50% reduction, not
so-
50% of original price.
Yeah. So like the retail I think used to be around 120. Well, for that one it was like 130, 140.
30,
something
140.
like that.
Yeah.
So now most of our rails are right in the $99 ballpark or so.
So you broke that $100.
And-
Still premium,
Mhm.
but
But much more affordable, and I mean you still get a gas block with it too, so that's a little extra.
That's
added
right,
piece.
yeah.
So for the guys who want the super duper extra realism, you get that little.
the
piece
little
for
block
free,
that goes
so-
inside that little metal, that little silver gas tube that goes back. The part you don't really see, but actually
Yeah,
wraps everything
like
up.
gun guys will notice it.
Yeah.
Also, like the orientation of your flash hiders, gun guys will notice because I've seen airsofters with their flash hiders like all kinds of orientations, and you know the blast is supposed to direct out. and
Yeah,
up.
I know. Like you have the Griffin, put the Griffin logo down
Yes.
because that
Yeah,
way.
everyone puts it up. It's like no, it's
No,
supposed to go
you're supposed to go on the bottom 'cause
Yeah,
it's-
just like the battle comp.
Like
same
Battle Comp,
thing.
yeah, there's no venting there because you don't want it one kicking up dust,
'Cause
and then
you're gonna
two
be
you
shooting up.
yeah dust everywhere on the
Yeah.
blast, and then you also want your blast to go up to keep the muzzle from climbing. It's the whole point.
And if you're looking at this,
Timber.
so, yeah, the
We got
scar
guns
keeps,
falling.
Scar keeps wanting to say hello. So this is actually kind of cool because this gives you an idea what the fully complete built M-lock wedge lock rail system looks like. And I have what's cool now is we have so many M-lock accessories now, whether it's Picatinny segments Or we carry the BCM rail covers, which are really nice.
Yeah, I've got a set of those too. I
But
like them. They're
also
super
the
low profile.
Centurion Arms products we have now also have M-Lock adapters now. So I actually have 2 sets of Centurion Arms
Cool.
accessories on here. I've got the
God,
Scout
so
Light
many
mount.
questions.
So if you have a Scout Light, you can directly attach it with the Scout Light mount to the rail. And then you also have a little CMR Picatinny segment, which kind of is my stand-in right now for a standard M-Lock segment, which we also carry. So
Cool.
a lot of different things you can do.
Cool. By the way, David to Die For, thank you for the super chat. The dollar, man. Thanks. I'm just scrolling through. I'm catching up on chats. Is there a gun you could recommend for around 80? What kind of gun though? Do you want AEG, Marshall? 80?
You know what's funny is that prices even for the beginner guns is slowly kind of
They're up to 100 now.
They're up to
Yeah, they're up to 100.
120, yeah. So
I
it's
think
harder to-
pistols
yeah.
for now, if you want to creep a little bit higher, 99, you can get the PPQ for a good licensed pistol. You could do the Hater revolver.
Yeah.
It's
So you're
sub
kind of in
it's
pistol
sub 80. You're in
territory
pistol
right now.
territory. You're not going to really get AEG territory for that.
I mean, basically, you'd have to go back to the Clone Wars, as I call it.
Yeah.
The Clone Wars, where they have $90 AKs and stuff like that. So you might be able to still get those, but for the most part, your good beginner guns are going to be in the mid 100 or low 100 mark.
All right. Here's one. Alex Sakata, right? Sorry for the question, but does anybody know when the Tokyo Marui Type 89 GBBR will be available in the US?
Type 89, huh?
Yeah, I think I saw it when I was in Tokyo.
Really?
Oh, I was in Osaka. They had the Type 89, I thought, there, if I remember correctly. If you go back to my video, it says Japan Shot Show video. It's got the tactical Ted and the girl in the maid costume as the thumbnail. I have the Marui booth, and they were showing, I think they showed the Type 89 there. I think. Don't quote me. I'm going off memory. It's Marui, so it's whenever the small companies decide to bring it in. There's no Marui distribution in the United States. That's the sad part.
It's pretty much like hope and pray.
Let's see. Keep on going. Scrolling down. Looking for getting a holster for my Walther PPE. Can you help? I like the Safari Lens. What are they? The ones that fit everything. Forget them.
Safari Land holsters?
Yeah.
Safari Land's really they've always been well known in the law enforcement military market. For a while, Blackhawk was popular, and then they started having a lot of issues that people didn't see before became super prevalent. And so you tend to find Safari Land right now is kind of like the big dog. Everyone loves Safari Land. But yeah, so Safari Land's doing some good stuff. You also have G Code and Blade Tech as well, but the Safari, like you look at Lucas or Grand Thumb or all those guys, they're running Safari Land right now.
All right, here we go. This is a good one. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to look around. What's this? Jadon Chanel or Jadon Schneidel. Sorry, I want to get your name right there. Hey, Jonathan, me and my friends want to start a squad and a YouTube channel, and we're wondering what we should get to buy first: cameras or guns. Well, if you're gonna do YouTube, you kind of need the cameras first.
I think you can get away with cameras. You can have some okay guns and good cameras, and then you can use that to get better guns.
Man, I've played entire Milsim events with a combat machine.
Yeah.
Literally, like the whole Milsim event, and I played it. Was it Operation Irene with a whole one with a plastic body combat machine, and I did not feel underpowered the whole time. I got a lot of kills too. It was fun. So yeah, definitely. You can't do YouTube without a camera. So get a camera.
Invest in the camera. Like what I do, I just invest in a good phone.
Yep, that's my phone right here. This is my phone's doing all this.
But you still have a dedicated SLR too.
Oh yeah. I've got a Panasonic.
That's definitely on the higher end. Like
I got a Panasonic GH5.
It's all about that 4K though.
It is about that 4K.
Yeah.
I could get into why you should do 4K now. You and I should talk about why you should upload to 4K. Short version is YouTube does a better time down processing it than you can using Premiere. Anyway, let's get back to the YouTube these questions. Nobody else. LVOA or GPR?
Which one's the GPR?
I don't know.
we can't even think.
You know, both like I asked a question. I'm like, I don't know the answer.
LVOA, I know what that is.
Yeah.
GPR.
What was it?
The funny part is when it comes to the LVOA, I think the airsoft guns are probably better, and like they've probably sold more of those than the real ones have. Because the real ones were really expensive, but the airsoft ones were pretty solid performing guns.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so David Die For is back. Here's another one. Can the Beretta ARX 160 handle 11-1 battery? And no problem. I love your channel, man. Been a fan for a while. Seriously, thanks for watching. Yes, the Beretta ARX 160 absolutely can. I did a review on it a long time ago, and I did use.
It's an interesting style gun too.
I like it. It's kind of cool. You know what? It shoots pretty darn good. It doesn't. It doesn't like it. It's so unique. It's one of those I forgot about almost. And there it is on the wall.
Yeah.
Hang on. You know what? We're gonna. It had to be the top one, right?
I know.
Why, Greg?
Hey, there's a ladder somewhere.
Doesn't matter. I'm tall enough to get this one. I get the black one.
Okay. So if you guys weren't familiar with the ARX, that is an Italian-made gun, and it was designed for mountain fighting, which is why it's a polymer gun, super lightweight. And there is a host of accessories and stuff for it, but I think it's one of those things where it's like Brett has done kind of interesting projects like this in the past, especially if you look at like Ghost Recon. A lot of guns fall into they have their own line of accessories, but guns that really succeed and have a long lifespan are accessible to as many accessories as possible. But this for a gun that they came up with, this one was actually pretty cool.
And it has a modular barrel, kind of like an AUG. So you just like pull these levers right here, bloop, and the whole barrel assembly comes all the way out.
I
and they have a short one.
Thinking it was the bolt catch.
I know.
And
they have a short barrel too that goes to right here, right past the gas. The gas plug.
Where's the bolt catch?
The bolt catch is the bolt release is here. Okay. It's on the bottom. You press that for the bolt release, and then the mag release is on the side. But the bolt release, when you get the bolt lock back, I think like that, and you there, yeah, you press that button to. Such a weird bird, right? Take it, and I'm gonna press right there.
Let me see that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Crazy guy. I totally forgot about it too.
EPM's fitting it just fine.
Oh, okay. Freaking with the commercials, man. This is what happens when you let a marketing guy on the show, right?
Look at that. It seats so well.
That's what happens when you let a marketing guy on, right? Yeah. So, hey,
cool.
Dave Valencia, what's up, dude? Down there in the same.
Cool mountain gun.
Ramon, I don't know. I think we're doing vertical because you can only do vertical.
Oh, that's just how I have that one set up. So.
It's the only way we have that one. Sorry. Let's see. Cry JPC or Mayflower APC?
I think the JPC is overall a very versatile carrier. Like, you can build it up and use what you need.
The Mayflower APC is more comfortable for me though, because the way the JPC, the plates, the way they use that little stretchy material dig into my ribs. That's just me though.
Okay.
But I personally I like a little more real estate on my stuff. But I've had two JPCs, real ones, and I did like them.
JPC is a good go-to. It's not perfect, but it is a good go-to. And there's a lot of different options you have. The JPC 2.0 is pretty cool too.
Thomas says, thanks for keeping a fantastic job. Keep it going. Thomas from Denmark. Thanks, Thomas. What do we got? Keep going. So, sorry for repeating myself, but any hopes for licensed optics or EPMS for other guns like G36 or SR25?
We're always looking at doing EPMs for other guns, and we've tossed around a lot of ideas, so...
We're always looking. Stay tuned. This is, again, what happens when you let a marketing guy come on. We're always looking at opportunities and other...
Well, one thing to consider, too, is, like, the G36, it's not as a hot gun as it used to be. Like, the heyday of the G36 is kind of past.
Yeah, I mean, really...
Even the German army is moving away from the G36 to, like, they're doing the HK Masada-looking one. There's a couple other gun projects. So, and you have the 416. So... the G36, I mean, there's a reason why Haley and a bunch of the other guys call it the German Ghetto Blaster. Like, to some of the younger guys, like, oh, that's kind of a new gun. But that gun is actually a lot older than people think.
Like the AUG.
Yeah, like, when I was doing sim training with the Berea SWAT guys, they have a bunch of sim G36s, and, like, those are considered, like, old by their standards
they're
compared
like
to some of the
40 years old, something like that.
So the G36 is a cool gun. I have a bunch of G-Mags myself. You never know. It's one of those things we have to look at the market and see the viability. And that's always when you're creating a new product. You have to look at the potential customer base before you make something, because the stuff we make is, it's really high quality, and there's a lot of...
The thing is, here's what it comes down to for these guys. There's got to be enough out there in the market for them to have a reason to make it, because molds are expensive, everything's expensive.
You want to look at current sales rates for that gun.
Right. M4 is easy mode.
Yeah, M4, like that. You can make stuff for M4s all day. G36 is more of a niche market, and there's not like...
I'd like to see
it's a cool bad guy gun, but there really aren't as many G36s
you've got
out there.
These, right?
Yeah.
So they're doing the EPMs for this is the gas blowback version. Yep. And then you've got the ones for the system of PTW, right? Mm-hmm. So those are the three they're doing right now, but all on the M4 platform. Dang, that sucker's heavy.
Yeah.
Golly. I got one for you too. John Grayman writes, Greg, who makes the ERG you showed?
Oh,
If
the
you're looking at the
ERG?
blue,
Let's
you're
grab
looking
that.
at the Centurion arms. It's OEM'd by Ikai, or in this case,
Yeah.
You know them by KWA.
Yeah.
If you were talking about the blue one, it's a Korean company called GBLS.
Yes.
But the ERG, the actual Centurion Arms licensed one, is
The official
KWA.
one. Yeah.
So it's KWA is the manufacturer behind that one.
Let me just make. Hopefully,
Yeah, clear the.
Hopefully the battery. If it got
You shoot
left
your
in.
eye out. That's a great rate of fire considering it's moving a hunk of metal.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this one.
God, you just kicked a bunch of dust
Whoops,
off
sorry.
the floor. Back in your shop, man. Golly.
So that's the ERG right there.
Yep.
But yeah, this is a really cool system, and there's quite a few dealers carrying, including Dogs of War in Hawaii. So they have their whole airsoft team running them. Like
It's cool. If you guys want something like Mil Simish to give you a little more, like kind of up it and something different, it's definitely what's going on. What's up, Rob? Down here on this stream. Hey, Dave. Dave!
Hey,
My buddy from Mojo Tactical, Dave
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
We were just speaking about Hawaii.
We speak of Hawaii, and Dave just materializes. All right, here we go. We got what? Timothy Ensign's back. Okay, you two. You're the deciding vote. GMP Scarface handguard and grenade launcher on my Crytek LMG, yay or nay?
Wait, what?
He wants to do the GMP Scarface handguard. You know, the old school M16.
Or the
No,
Scarface
the Scarface, the heat shield on it and
Yeah.
the grenade launcher.
Yeah,
he wants to put it
one
on.
of those M16s.
Does he do it as a Crytek LMG? Because he's got that
Will that even fit?
I don't know. Will it fit the
I
barrel?
don't
The
even
barrel's
know,
long
I don't
enough?
even know if it'll fit.
I don't know if the
Well,
barrel's long
the
enough.
Scarface one is the longer M16 one.
It's
There
the
is
M16
there is
length
a
one.
shorter M4 length one, but I mean,
What is
I
the
don't think
platform? Do we have an LMG? Do we have the?
There's a couple of LMGs up there, but the you're talking about the Shrike.
No, the Shrike one. Yeah,
there's a couple regular Crytek's up there, but I don't see the Shrike LMG.
I don't see the Shrike. I know we're looking on the wall behind us. So
they don't have one here. The last one that I messed with was Alphonse's one.
yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, and his was an umbrella one too.
Oh man, that thing was
Dude, that
ripping.
thing-
Oh, it was probably
I don't
ripping.
know if you saw the video. Like he used this bad boy in there and ripped.
So,
like that.
Timothy, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. If you could do it, you should. It's based on M4 platform.
That'd be a cool looking.
That would be a cool looking gun. Probably gonna be some modding involved, is my guess. It probably won't be like a direct drop in fit. I just don't know how long that barrel is. We had one here on the wall. I could crud. I want to say if it's 16 inches or 20, the old M16s were 20 inch, right?
I believe so.
M16A1s that was designed for a 20-inch barrel. I don't think that's a 20-inch barrel on that LMG. I think it's 16.
Hell no. The barrel on the Crytek Shrike
16,
is
I
like,
think.
oh, it's shorter than that.
It's not 14 and a half, is it?
I think it's even shorter than 14 and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
You could probably do it with the barrel extension. So you might have to get a barrel extension on that sucker to get it run out. Then you can do it. You can add one of those.
Well,
like
you keep in mind the original. Well, you're also gonna have to get the original.
the
A2
original
sight with the
A2
gas block
sight gas block post.
with
yeah.
the part that it locks into.
Because it locks into it, and I think it's the old school one that instead of it being round was actually the triangle, wasn't it? The really old
well,
school
if
one.
you go the A1 style, I have to look, but yeah, it might be triangle. Yeah.
So let's look into it for you. I'm gonna have to do some research, man. So hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up in the comments.
Slide into his DMs.
Slide into my DMs
for answers.
Well,
blow up his DMs today.
I'm gonna say anything is absolutely possible, but it's just gonna take some serious work for you because you're gonna have to actually notch that thing out the way it goes in with the two pins.
Imagine how much work you want to do.
Yes, but man, it's gonna be a ton of work. Oh, I'm starting to think because you know that front sight post, the way it holds in, it's those two pins that go on the bottom part of the barrel. They fit. Oh, see, look at that. Forget it every time. I was gonna show you on this, but that one.
Is there like
So like the front, let's pretend this is the front sight post. There's like two pins that go through the bottom here, and there's notches cut out in the barrel so
for
they
the
go.
gas block?
Yeah, for the gas block. Man, and this that's not gonna have it probably.
You'd have to cut those out.
Or you can swap the outer barrel out. You can probably swap the outer barrel out because it's pretty standard M4.
Yeah.
Standard
as long
M4.
as
You can
didn't
swap the outer barrel.
change the
Just
barrel nut,
wait. The GMP assembly I think is a full replacement, including the outer barrel.
It's possible. Okay, so maybe if you did a complete front end replacement, you could do it.
Probably. There you go. Okay. Boy, it's been a long time since I've seen that kit, man. That kit is old.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex is saying thanks for the Q&A.
Legacy soft.
Alex Sakata loving it. Legacy soft, yeah, old school soft. Have I tried hop up? Yes, I've tried hop up. Actually, I like that for some of my
I've
stuff.
tried hop up.
I've had some good luck. Everybody wants it for cheap though, man.
Yeah, no.
Like,
No,
can I give you
I've
$5 for
actually
that? $5 for that vector?
I've actually had pretty good luck just posting stuff to my Instagram.
It doesn't have a box. I'm gonna
I
give you
think I
$5
sold,
for the vector.
Sold like $400 worth of stuff yesterday on my Instagram.
Yeah, Timothy. I see Timothy's back here. He just jumped in. I'm still playing catch up, like from
that
5-6
digital
minutes ago.
watch is nice.
Swapping out. Yeah, it's the new Samsung. It's the Samsung.
Mr. Tony Stark over here.
No man, I love it. It's the gear, the Samsung. Now it's the Samsung Galaxy Watch. Jonathan, did you answer my previous question? Had to step away for a minute. Jeremiah, no, Jeremiah, I don't think it did. Ask again. Oh, do you think Umbrella Armory is worth the money?
I think so, because what you're not just getting the product, but you're also getting the support behind it.
The warranty.
Also, yeah, because like they'll back up anything that they make. So if something happens to it, they will work on it.
It's like buying a really fast race car, right?
There's continued service and upgrades and stuff.
The more you put into something, the more it's gonna break. The higher propensity for repairs. That word was on my calendar this morning.
Well, I think AEGs by their nature, just because of the moving parts, there's always something that's gonna break. With the one that I've had, I've run my Umbrella Armor pretty hard, and I really haven't had any issues with it. So
yeah, I ran mine for a short time. I just had something I did like they were kind of for a couple weeks. Had us run it. I enjoyed it. It was good. But yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to you're paying for the gun, you're paying for the upgrades, you're paying for this like Formula One race car, and Formula One guys, they come with the pit crew, right?
yeah.
The driver isn't working on that gun, and there's a reason because there's guys that are way better that they're gonna fix that. So I think that's what it comes down to is when it goes down, like every airsoft gun will break. Every single one. Don't let anybody, oh, this thing will last forever. No. They all have moving parts. They have wear and tear parts in them. They have motors will wear out. Pistons are designed to be at the weak point or tappet plates. So there are certain components in here that are eventually going to give out on you no matter what you do. The motor is a guarantee. So yeah, to have them do that and to give you something freshly tuned all the way back up and running beautiful again. I mean, if that's what you're into, go for it. If you're going to buy big, go big, and then you also kind of have like the status, like you also buy like the fancy car, like a Ferrari or Lamborghini or a Bugatti. Yeah, like a Bugatti, man. You want that, like I got a Bugatti, the Bugatti emblem's right there on the front.
Like the GBLS gun. It's like a $1,500 gun that costs as much as an umbrella.
Right, and it's like, you get it because you want.
If you want the realism and you want to be able to do that and do that, then
yeah. So, all right, let's see what we got. We're gonna wrap this up. We'll actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and. Oh my God, there's so many good ones in here. Difference in West Coast and East Coast airsofting. You and I are both probably good at this because we travel a lot.
Yeah, we travel a lot.
Hang on, let me see who asked that question. Hang on.
is also both plays in Asia.
I know.
Most
So that's Tyler. I'm trying to get Tyler Sherman. Tyler Sherman Drapic. Ask that one. People could be like, my thumbnail should be this. Not even staring at the camera. There is definitely a difference in the West Coast, for sure. Like when it comes to West Coast style, East to Central U.S., I say there's less difference.
It's kind of the same with slight variations.
It varies by city to city. When you get to West Coast, it does change.
I mean, if you get to NorCal, though, it's still a lot more milsim, a lot more tactical, or has more similarities to the East Coast.
SoCal.
It's more so SoCal.
Where we are now. It's definitely the land. I got to experience true speed soft, like true SpeedQB level speed soft at Tac City 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, well, you never played there before?
Not since speed soft, really. The advent of it is.
Well, you played in the beginning.
Yeah. I played.
Tac City first, like.
Yeah, when you're just running around playing indoor, right? Like what I get in Taipei and what I get, back in Nashville and all around, and it's different. It's different. There's an easy way to. I've took me about 4 or 5 games to figure out how to combat it. How to go up against the speedsoft, the true fast speedsoft players. But I think for a new player, it could be tough. It could turn them off.
It is a rough place to go if you're a new player.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Like if I was brand new to airsoft and what happened to me like getting stitched up my back. Wow, it's like I'm like, okay, lesson learned. Don't do that. And After about 4 or 5, I'm like, all right, I figured you guys out now. I know what you're gonna do. I know how to fix this. Um,
Well, I think what I like about like it kind of depends on the how the fields are built and structured and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of buildings and there's just a lot of stuff everywhere. Like Tech City is a lot of barriers and barricades, so it's like figuring out the angles is a lot harder.
yeah, it's a lot
Like
harder
you go
than
to like Extreme up in Rhode Island, it's indoors, but you have
it's linear.
less so barricades. Well, I mean, it's also kind of linear, but also like more so complete buildings.
Yeah, it's moving
And,
cover
like,
to cover.
Game Pod's more so complete buildings as well. So it just depends how
Yeah,
the fields are
GamePod I
structured,
like
yeah.
a lot. I like GamePod's layout, but yeah,
GamePod is
so SoCal
GamePod's awesome.
definitely different. It's definitely more speedy. Let's see. What do we got? Let's get one more. Keymodder M-Lock from Bob Gross. M-Lock 2, totally. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, so we're all cut up. You know what? Cobra Headsets be recommendation of the week. He's here. Gotta talk about your channel.
Oh yeah.
What do you got new on your channel, man? What's up
Let's
new?
see. We did the Jurassic World fan film, which
Right.
is one of the biggest collabs I've ever done.
Yeah,
Put
huge.
put a lot on the line for that.
Oh
one, man.
yeah, shot in Hawaii.
Yeah,
I know
shot in
that.
Hawaii with Grantham, Travis Haley, True Exodus, and a bunch of awesome actors.
I'll drop all the links
from
below.
Here in LA, but that was just a really cool process because I don't think anyone in the airsoft community has ever attempted to do anything like that before, and of that scale, especially including people from the firearms industry like
Because
that.
mainly firearms industry guy.
Yeah.
Not really airsoft
But
side.
airsoft made that happen. If it wasn't for the airsoft companies, the airsoft community that basically made all the connections and backed it
Right,
up,
all the
that would not have
products and
happened.
you
all
know,
the gun guys got
PTS,
to enjoy it.
EVIC, and a bunch of others got together and really made that happen.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know
Dogs of
Greg,
War.
Dogs of War, yes too. If you guys don't know Greg is prior military service, U.S. Army, sergeant, right? What E5? Yeah, when you honorably discharged. So
ETS.
yep, so ETS. So yeah, Greg actually has the ability to reach over into that world and a lot
I mean, it
because
makes
of his.
it a little bit easier.
Yeah, well, it lets you talk a language that I can't talk. I mean, I never served, you know.
But yeah, I mean, that was just a cool experience because I mean, well, one, we got to put a lot of PTS stuff in it, which is great. I was the armed gun.
Here
guy
goes the
for-
marketing guy
gun
again,
guy for it.
right?
But also, it was cool because it was a cool way to kind of bridge the gap even more, and like, because you had all these airsoft guys, and also airsoft / military guys,
Yeah.
working with these like gun giants and stuff like that.
The kit's pretty
and-
sick,
and,
man. All the
like,
kit
with-
stuff.
Man,
So
we had custom kit for that movie, like
Mhm.
kit that you can't get, like the Haley Strategic custom made for that. We had some PTS prototypes in there. We had, I mean, we used a real C-130. We had real Chinook helicopters in the background for the hangar shot. It's the same hangar that was used for Kong Skull Island too.
oh,
We got to go to we got the real actors flying around doing paramotor stuff, amphibious landing, night vision stuff, raptors, dinosaurs, and that was a whole nother challenge getting the dinosaurs in there. So that was probably my latest project. And then I also got Travis to play airsoft too, so that was really cool. That's been a long time coming to get him into the arena. So that was really cool as well.
Well, cool.
Those are kind of tied with
so Jurassic World Exodus, Dave Tejeda's up on this feed above us saying,
yeah.
yep, and he even says Tax City was a bit too tight for him too. So, but yeah, so absolutely, man. We're gonna add a link to it. I would show it to you, but I can't on a live stream. I don't know. At least I don't know how. I'm sure there's a way.
Yeah, it's on
But
my channel.
It's on his channel. I'll get
117GW.
as soon as this go. Yeah, go to Spartan117GW. Just
Or
type
just
in
look up Jurassic World X and pop up.
Jurassic World Exodus. That's all you gotta type. It's fan film, like what, 15 minutes long?
Yeah,
15,
20,
20?
24. Yeah,
I've watched it a few times now,
Yeah.
so it's pretty cool.
I'm
Definitely
actually
pretty cool.
working on an updated version too. That's going to go on Facebook. I'm kind of reworking.
Kind of like director's
sounds.
cut.
Like sort of like special edition.
Yeah, because I did it. Like I did give the feedback. Like sound could have. I like something always has to give when you get it out. You're like, it's got to go now.
Yeah,
You know?
what
So-
happened is the film escaped. The films never released. They escaped.
They escaped.
That's
It's
what
like
the editors told
good
me.
enough. Good enough. So
Good enough, and also
So-
making time hacks.
So
too.
check out. I tell you, I love this live stream thing. This has been freaking awesome. Thank you for your questions. Oh my God, there's so many I didn't have. Like, you know, somebody asked like when the Virgo's coming out. It's actually out. If your dealer wants to get it, you can pick it up. It's I think they've shipped like 50 or 70 of these things worldwide. Red Wolf got them in for a little bit and they sold out. I paid for mine. I ordered mine. So wasn't a freebie, believe it or not. But yeah, they're out. You just gotta find them. Canada's got like 30 or 40
I
of
still
them.
need to shoot one. I still need to shoot one.
Dude, you will hate yourself when you shoot one. Like I was like, I'm done. I'm happy. But will it
I
last?
can't wait to see his
Will it
Virgo.
last? Yeah, the Virgo.
All PTS'd out.
I want to
It's gonna
put.
look
I want to
great.
put like. I want to see how big of a spring I can go with it. Stock spring shooting a hair under 4. It was like 30 amps peak, 31 amps draw. So that's pretty low. It's not bad on 11.1. So I want to see what we can do. We can push that thing up. See how much amps we can get. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. So anyway, guys and gals, don't forget, if you want to get your questions on the show, put them in the comment section below this live stream right here and vote up your favorites. We'll get them on next week. I will do my darndest to get them on there. There's so many good ones I missed this week. I'm going to probably, do a double show for the next one. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this guy's channel, Spartan117GW. As soon as we get done, I'll get the link in the description box below, so you can just go down there, check it out.
And be sure to check out PTS Syndicate as well. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter also.
Yep.
So
all of it. I'll have every single one of those links down below. Of course, it's right here, Professional Training Simulation, PTS. And you can pick this up at any airsoft shop. If your shop isn't carrying it, I don't know why, because it's pretty much everywhere, really. Like, every shop I go to has PTS, like always. So anyway, until next week, go out, play some airsoft, have some fun. Don't forget to check out the web store. I have the link down there too, because shameless self-promotion, right? But no matter what you guys do, sub to him and call your freaking hits. How do we turn it off? How do I turn it off for real? This is great. This is what happens when you do live,
Thank you
guys.
for watching.